This is 219 News Now, brought to you by Strachan Van Til, making lives easier for 94 years.
I'm Andrew Garcia, and this is your 219 News Now. Powerboat racers from around the world will make their way to Northwest Indiana for the 15th annual Great Lakes Grand Prix this weekend with an estimated 70 race teams competing. We got lucky, we got tied in with some good promoters, and the thing, as you know, has just taken on a life of its own, said LaPorte County Convention and Visitors Bureau CEO Jack Arnett. The boats, capable of traveling more than 150 miles per hour, will start hitting the water for testing and then racing Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. A group of teens in Griffith will be able to get back on the basketball court thanks to the kindness of a Griffith police officer. Corporal Pete Grist learned last week while patrolling the local Central Park that a group of teens had lost their ball. After a search failed to reveal the whereabouts of the missing ball, Grist reportedly purchased a new basketball from a local sporting goods store and returned to deliver it to the group of teens. His leadership and dedication to the community sets a great example, the department said. Officials say that Donnell Davis has been charged with the November 7th beating death of fellow inmate John Taylor at the Westville Correctional Facility. He is charged with murder and aggravated battery involving the death of Taylor, who was found to have died from blunt force trauma. Surveillance video revealed Taylor engaged in an altercation after entering the bed area of Davis. Taylor was seen walking to a bathroom holding the back of his head, and Davis walked in the bathroom several times. And in sports, Jack Gabor served as a basketball and baseball coach at Bishop Knoll, but he also served as a manager for the Indiana University basketball team from 1970 to 1973. It was during that final season that the Hoosiers reached the Final Four for the first time under Bob Knight. Gabor stopped in to share a story with sports director Sam Michael about Knight's giving side following that 1973 Final Four run.
I walk in a couple of weeks after the season that had ended, and Marianne, our basketball secretary, says, "Hey, Jack, coach wants your ring size." I go, "For what? What does he want my ring size for?" And she goes, Coach, I don't ask questions." I said, "Okay." So she measured me up. And the greatest surprise was at the basketball banquet. They gave out the rings for the Final Four, and I got one. It was a Big Ten championship ring, and I have locked them in a safe right with my wedding ring there. Two very important rings to me. And, that's the side of Coach Knight that nobody really ever knew.
To read up on more local news and headlines, visit JEDtv.com and NWI.com. I'm Andrew Garcia, and this has been your 219 News.